Who's they? Who's they?
The teachers, the parents, the staff.
Every single teacher or specific teachers?
No, every single. The whole school does it. The whole school, and we got our own church.
Yeah.
Too. So because they do that, because after as I said, we kill babies, we drink their blood, we eat them.
Okay.
But then after we so the social services who are in it.
Yeah.
They go to families, so if the families can't afford, so they get a baby but they can't look after it or anything, they can't buy food or they can't buy clothes, they can't look after it, so the families who sell their children,
yeah,
so the social services get them, they say they get them to a foster home, but they don't.
Right, okay.
So then because our dad, he forces me and to do it, but because we can't, we're not strong enough to cut the baby's head off, he does us to hold the knife and he puts his hand at the top of our hand and he helps us to cut the baby's head off, because he's learning, he's teaching me and so when we're older to do it to our own children and do this kind of stuff to our own children.
Where is it that happens?
The church, in the kitchen in our church.
Robert lebt mit seiner Mutter Françoise an einem geheimen Ort. Viele Monate vergehen, bis der heute 9-Jährige über das reden kann, was ihm angetan wurde.
Gibt es etwas, was du unbedingt sagen möchtest?
Dass mein Vater ins Gefängnis soll.
Warum möchtest du, dass er ins Gefängnis geht?
Weil er böse zu mir war.
Und wenn er im Gefängnis wäre, was würde das für dich ändern?
Ich wäre frei. Ich könnte meine Oma sehen, mein Zimmer, ohne dass er mich schlägt, ohne dass er gemein zu mir wäre.
Robert sagt, sein Vater habe ihn mehrfach vergewaltigt. Trotz zahlreicher Zeugenaussagen und medizinischer Gutachten kommt es nicht zur Verhandlung. Die Justiz glaubt den Aussagen des Kindes nicht. In dem Dossier des heute 9-jährigen Robert finden wir das folgende Protokoll einer Psychologin.
Ich habe gespürt, dass Robert gelitten hat, während er darüber sprach. Robert hat mir gesagt, dass man ihm sogenannte Korken in den Popo gesteckt hat, auch dass man ihm am Penis wehgetan hat. Ich habe ihn gefragt, wie. Er hat mir geantwortet, man hätte ihn am Pipimann gezogen. Robert erzählte, dass man ihm Spritzen mit einer violetten Flüssigkeit verabreicht hat. Ich habe ihn gefragt, mit wem er zusammen war. Er hat mir geantwortet, mit seinem Vater, und dass noch andere Männer bei ihm waren.
Robert erkennt dieses Haus wieder, in Nonancourt bei Paris. Hier sollen sein Vater und die anderen Männer zahlreiche Kinder über die Garage eingeschleust haben.
Wenn du zu deinem Vater zurück müsstest, was würdest du tun? Würdest du flüchten?
Ja, ich würde fliehen.
Auch allein?
Ja, ich würde es trotzdem versuchen.
Du hast recht, das kann ich verstehen. Weil es so schlimm war?
Nein, ich habe einfach keine Lust, zu ihm zurückzugehen.
Was glaubst du, was er mit dir machen würde, wenn du zurückgehst?
Das Böse würde wieder anfangen.
Tut er dir sehr weh?
Ja.
Das Interview fand unter schwierigen Bedingungen statt. Robert lebt versteckt. Wir mussten ganz behutsam vorgehen, tagelang einfach nur abwarten und uns diskret verhalten. Es hat sehr lange gedauert, bis wir überhaupt drehen konnten, bis die Situation angemessen war und sich der Kleine einigermaßen wohlfühlte. Robert sollte sich sicher fühlen und auf keinen Fall Angst haben. Robert befindet sich an einem uns bekannten geheimen Ort in Südfrankreich. Die Justiz entzieht seinem Vater während der laufenden Ermittlungen das Besuchsrecht Nach Einstellung des Verfahrens aber wird es ihm wieder zugesprochen. Roberts Mutter, Françoise, bleibt keine andere Wahl, als ihren Sohn zu verstecken.
Ehrlich gesagt, ich konnte mir nie vorstellen, dass meinem eigenen Sohn so etwas Schlimmes widerfahren könnte. Ich habe das Problem Pädophilie ignoriert, so wie die meisten Menschen. Ich glaube, man muss es gelebt haben, um zu verstehen, was das ist, was Pädophilie überhaupt bedeutet. Robert begann nach und nach Sachen zu erzählen. Er sagte, ich habe es satt, zu Papa gehen zu müssen. Ich will nicht mehr zu ihm. Er ist böse. Als ich von Robert das Wort böse hörte, dachte ich erst, sein Vater behandle ihn schlecht. Was ganz schlimm und unglaublich an der Geschichte ist, er erzählte auch von Abenden, an denen sich Erwachsene trafen, die sich verkleiden. Mit Mänteln und mit Masken. Und was mich an seinen Worten besonders schockierte, der Kleine sagte, Papa hat sich verkleidet, aber ich habe sofort seine Stimme erkannt. Und Robert sprach auch von Tieropfern, aber auch von Kindern. Er hat sehr viele Dinge mimisch dargestellt.
Er hat gesagt, es wurden Kinder geopfert?
Er hat nicht die Worte Kinder geopfert benutzt. Er sagte, sie haben ihr Blut tropfen lassen und sie beerdigt.
Wie viele andere Opfer berichtet auch Robert von Kameras. Wir finden seine Fotos auf den CD-ROMs von Sandford wieder. Fotos, auf denen Françoise ihren Sohn eindeutig identifiziert. Dieser Aspekt wurde bisher in den polizeilichen Ermittlungen noch nicht berücksichtigt. Aber wenn es so sein sollte, dann würde sich durch Dutroux Auftauchen in Frankreich ein ganz neues, ein europäisches Kapitel in Sachen Pädophilie öffnen.
Dans une affaire de pédophilie française cette fois-ci.
Eigentlich müsste ich im Prozess gegen Marc Dutroux aussagen. Nicht wegen Vergewaltigung und all diesen Dingen, sondern einfach nur, um die Verbindung zwischen Marc Dutroux und Frankreich aufzuzeigen. Ich beschreibe genau das, was Marc Dutroux in Belgien gemacht hat. Und ich habe ihn in Frankreich gesehen. Meine Geschichte ist also der Beweis dafür, dass es sehr wohl ein pädophiles Netz gibt. Dass die Pädophilen ein Netz organisiert haben, um Kinder töten zu können, um Kassetten herzustellen, um Kinder zu vergewaltigen. Es sind nicht irgendwelche Amateure, die Videofilme aufnehmen oder irgendwelche Verrückte, die Kinder entführen und umbringen, um ihre persönlichen sexuellen Bedürfnisse zu befriedigen. Nein, es ist ein professionell geführtes Netz mit einem großen Markt für Pädophilie, einem Angebot an Kassetten, pädophilen Fotos und Snuff-Movies. Und mein Vater und Marc Dutroux gehören auch zu diesem Netz.
Als Noemi 10 Jahre alt ist, endet für sie das Martyrium. Bis heute lebt sie versteckt an einem uns bekannten Ort in Südeuropa. Sie ist jetzt volljährig und sie ist entschlossen, endlich selbst die Initiative zu ergreifen. Noemi wird Anzeige erstatten. Gegen die Täter, die sie alle kennt. Wegen sexuellem Missbrauch, Vergewaltigung und Mord.
Ich werde nicht die ganze Welt darum bitten, mir zu glauben. Jeder soll glauben, was er will. Ich weiß, dass ich die Wahrheit sage. Punkt. Ich brauche nicht die Gewissheit, dass mir alle glauben, um zu wissen, dass ich die Wahrheit sage. Nein, ich kenne das Gewicht meiner Aussagen. Es ist die Wahrheit. Ob die Leute mir glauben oder nicht, ist ihr Problem. Ich weiß nur, dass es viele Menschen betrifft. Jedes Kind kann entführt und vergewaltigt werden. Es geschieht jeden Tag. Viele glauben mir vielleicht nicht, Weil es zu unfassbar ist. Weil es zu... ich weiß es nicht. Sollen sie es halten, wie sie wollen. Ich weiß nur, es werden jeden Tag Kinder gefoltert und getötet. Indem ich Anzeige erstatte, übernehme ich Verantwortung. Gegenüber der Gesellschaft und gegenüber den Kindern.
Friends of family and strangers and my family used to rape me. Make me abort the babies I had.
It would be hard to imagine more misery and suffering than what Teresa says she's had to endure.
And us kids would be made to do things with the adults and the animals, and then a sacrifice would happen.
The sacrifice, were these animal sacrifices?
Animals and people.
Who was the leader? Who was the boss of the gang, of the cult?
At home it was my nan.
Your nan made you have sex with animals?
Yeah. Like goats and donkeys.
How many men or how many people would have sex with you?
What, at one time?
Yes.
About everyone who was there, which must have been about 20. You know, from 10 to 20 people. If it was a big ceremony, it used to be 30.
What would your grandma be doing when these men were forcing themselves on you?
Usually laughing. Or smiling. Or having sex with another man.
During these ceremonies, was Satan, the devil, ever referred to?
He was called Lucifer.
What did they say about the devil, about Lucifer?
That killing the people made him happy. Bits of him.
They killed a man at a ceremony?
Yeah.
In front of you?
Yeah, in front of all of us.
Let me get this right now. Are you saying that you saw more than one person killed in that house?
Yeah. I've seen loads of babies killed there. Just newborn babies. Or aborted ones, which were only small. You know, 4-year-olds. Any age, really.
Did they ever say they might kill you?
They threatened to kill my little girl, who, when I left, was still at the house.
A friend?
Huh?
What little girl?
My little girl, Alex. She's about 4 now.
You mean you had a child?
Yeah.
How old were you when you had that child?
11.
Motherhood at the age of 11.
What happened to the pregnancies, to the babies?
They were aborted by my nan or by one of the doctors at the house.
There were doctors there at that house?
Yeah, there was 2, I think. Yeah, and a nurse.
What would happen to the fetuses, the unborn babies?
I used to be taken away most of the time, and one time the baby was taken out of me and then killed in front of me because it was still alive.
And then, what would happen?
Well, after they killed it, they would eat it. But we were also made to eat it.
You were made to eat your own fetus?
Yeah.
Who made you do this?
My nan.
Did you ever try to run away? You must have been frightened.
A couple of times I did, but my uncle, he caught me and brought me back.
Going to the police? Did that occur to you?
No. No. I thought it was normal, you know, even though I didn't like it. You know,
She said to me it was something that everybody did, she thought, you know, like you don't like going to school or the dentist, you don't like going to the black masses.
It was never any different. I didn't have nothing to compare it to.
All part of life, Teresa thought.
They had a tub, you know, pretty big, I don't know. A very big tub, and they used to put the bodies and bones in there. And it used to go like, you know, fizzy and that. And then there was nothing left. Well, there didn't seem to be, but... And it was just like a marriage in a church, but different words, you know.
What were you taught about Lucifer?
Just that we should, you know, be his friend, treat him as a friend. And that he's always there if we ever need him.
What would you hope to do with your life now? What are you looking forward to doing?
Just living, being happy.
What would you like to do when you leave school?
Care for children. Handicapped ones, you know, or abused children like me, maybe. It was big, you know, expensive. From the front it looked like a castle. You know, it had a long drive and big double wooden doors.
Do you think they were rich people then?
Very rich.
And tell you where we are.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yes.
My name's Steve and I'm a policeman and I work here at this police station. The other lady sitting there, her name's Cleo, and she's a police lady and she works at this police station.
Yes.
Okay.
Then Mr. Hollins knew who Papa was, and then they met once, and then they became best friends.
Oh, I see. And how do you know they're best friends?
They talk to each other. They tell me that my dad tells me that BFFs, it means best friends forever.
Okay, so your dad told you him and the Year 4 teacher are BFFs.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did he tell you that?
He does when he was doing the sex to me. He does sex to me.
What does that mean, sex? What do you mean?
He touches me in the private. He touches me in the private. He sticks a plastic willy in my bottom, and it bleeds down.
Okay. So
Yes.
So your dad does sex to you, and what that means is he touches your privates.
Yes.
And put a plastic willy
In my bottom.
in your bottom.
Yeah, a big fat one.
Okay. So how do you know it's a plastic willy?
I felt it before.
What do you mean you felt it before?
I felt the willy. He let me felt the willy.
Okay, so tell me what that looks like, this willy.
It looks like a real willy, but it's plastic.
Okay. And what else can you tell me about it?
There's an order of the willies. Of the
what?
plastic. There's an order of them. High up and low down.
And what does that mean?
So brown is the lowest, it's the third, but then second is the golden colour of the skin, and then it's white. White is the highest.
Okay, so how many plastic willies are there?
Millions. He buys them, and he also makes them. He makes them in his shed. He melts the plastic and then he starts making it.
And how do you know that?
I've seen him making before.
You're having this party at school. Were there any children there at the party?
Yes.
So, children at the party?
Yeah, all the children do sex to me.
All the children?
Yeah. And do you know how much children there is in my whole school? 200. 200 children.
And all 200 children do sex to you?
Yes. And also other schools are involved.
And Other schools as well?
Yeah.
And how long have you been going to that school?
Since when I was 5 years old.
And how old are you now?
I'm 8 years old.
So for 3 years you've been going to the school?
No, yeah, for 3 years, yeah.
Okay. So how long is it? So that's, you show me that
really
shape.
Really long, like that long.
So it's that long?
Yeah.
And you show me how wide it is. And what does he do with it?
He sticks it in my bottom and then after, when he takes it out, it bleeds.
So how does he stick it in your bottom?
He pushes inside my bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when he takes it out, it bleeds my bottom.
Okay. So when was the last time this happened?
No, I'll tell you when he started doing it, when I was a baby.
So there's this party.
Yeah.
So where is the party held in the school?
In the school, in the church, and school.
Just in the church and the school?
Yeah.
Party. Yeah. And then what's happened at the end of the party?
My dad kills babies and he eats the meat.
Okay, well let's just talk about the party day.
Yeah.
Okay? So the party, what was the party like?
I don't like the party.
Why not?
They touch me.
Who?
They kick me. My front privates, they hurt me. So when they stick a big plaster really in my bottom, and when it bleeds, if I cry, he like, do you know those spaghetti spoons?
Yes.
Like those metal ones. If I cry, he hits me on the head with it.
Okay.
But if I cry more, he hits me again. But if I cry more, the nurse teacher, Miss Marden, she injects me, and a sleeping injection on my neck.
The children?
Everybody does.
Okay.
Everybody does the sex and.
Right. And what is the sex?
They touch me in the privates. They tell me to lick the privates.
Who says that?
My dad's, the teachers, everybody's.
Okay. So that's happened.
And we didn't want to do that, but my dad made us do it, and he forced us.
Okay.
But my mum doesn't do it.
No? Okay.
But my family doesn't do it. Only my father does it.
Okay. So this has happened at the school.
Yeah.
And then you said there's a bit where your dad put the brown coloured willy, plastic willy.
No,
in your
but
bum.
my dad doesn't have a brown one.
No? What one?
He's the boss of the whole religion, the whole culture. He's the boss.
And what's this religion called?
It's not called nothing.
It's not called nothing?
No, we eat babies, we kill them, and my dad's and this is what my dad tells us to do. Look, my dad kills babies, and we help him kill babies, but our dad forces us to.
Okay.
But we never kill babies, never on our own, never.
Okay.
Screw. Unless they put a string, it's like a circle string,
yeah.
tie it to the legs, hang it upside down, and then they get the knife they use for cutting the baby's head off. So you know this big ones, like this big Chinese ones,
yeah.
which you chop up coconut and stuff.
Right.
Yes, they get cleavers, aren't they? No.
Okay.
I don't know what they're called.
You've described it well enough.
Yes.
Okay.
So then because our dad, he forces me and Gabriel to do it. But because we can't, we're not strong enough to cut the baby's head off. He does us to hold the knife, and he puts his hand at the top of our hand, and he helps us to cut the baby's head off. Because he's learning, he's teaching me and Gabriel, so when we're older, to do it to our own children and do this kind of stuff to our own children.
Where is it that happens?
The church, the kitchen in our church.
The kitchen in the church.
Yes, they
okay.
got.
So
Yes.
right, this string. Tell me about this string.
So it's just like, it's not just a thin normal string. It's a bit thick. It's like maybe that thick.
Okay.
And they tie around.
Okay.
Like in a circle.
Right.
hang it up on his
Where do they tie it to on the baby?
So it's like on legs. So they put the legs together, tie it on, and so it's like one string around and then one string attached, and it's hanging upside down. They get the knife, but they don't just cut it off absolutely. It's still on. So they slide the head off, but it's still hanging on.
So okay.
Ahora jugaremos un rato ahora. Vaya juego. Vaya juego.
Porque ¿qué es lo que te encontraste? ¿Llegasteis allí? ¿Cuánta gente era?
Los niños que éramos, dos coches llenos, más uno que trajeron ellos, que era de raza gitana. Lo pusieron en el medio y a cada punta de estrella uno. Los pequeños delante a las puntas pequeñas y los mayores a las puntas grandes. Y detrás de nosotros un montón de velas así negras, blancas, como un embrujamiento. Y querían un alma pura, con que lo mataron.
¿De un tiro?
Dos, uno ahí y uno ahí. Y yo cuando lo vi me subí para arriba. Y luego me cogieron y me hicieron bajar a verlo.
Cuando os fuisteis de excursión, la asistenta también iba con vosotros. ¿Quién iba? ¿Quién os acompañó?
Uno que se llama Farina y uno que se llama Mateu.
¿Los conocíais de la residencia? Explícame qué relación teníais con ellos.
Los conocí en el juzgado.
Como se puede ver, aquí están todos los que estuvieron ese día. Estuvo Rodolfo grabando todo el rato lo que pasaba. También alrededor, bueno, no lo he puesto, pero alrededor había un círculo de velas negras. Y aquí es donde estaba el niño cuando lo dispararon. Yo estaba más o menos por aquí, luego Alberto estaba por aquí cerca, luego también estaba pues...
¿Se subieron? ¿Y ahí qué os hacían?
Nos violaron. A todos. Niños, niñas, todos.
¿Pero quién?
Los mismos educadores, Farina, Mateu, el Rodolfo, que grababa con la cámara.
¿Tú por qué se forraba?
De las violaciones y de las muertes.
Pero hay gente que paga para ver muertes, que no lo entiendo.
A ellos les gustaba así. Cada muerte que veían que así como sangrienta, le pagaban doble. Si vieran una muerte así como si fuera nada, menos. A uno casi que lo decapitan a uno.
¿Qué pasó?
Que casi que lo decapitan a uno. Pero le dijeron, no, este no, este que viva este.
Pero qué barbaridad.
R.I.P. Thor and Terminator actor Isaac Cappy died only at 42 because of this. Isaac Cappy, the actor best known for his role in Terminator, Salvation, has died at the age of 42. The Hollywood star died on Monday after allegedly jumping from a bridge in Arizona. The Arizona Department of Public Safety confirmed to TMZ that Cappy had been hit by a vehicle after he fell.
Hello, everybody. This will likely be my last broadcast. And it's going to be painful for all of you. It's going to be very painful. And I'm sorry. I've spent the last 3 years enmeshed in finding the darkness in the world. And there were a lot of people that I kept out of my life, that I wanted in my life, but I didn't want to bring harm to them because of all the Illuminati shit. Children deserve to live in a world where they are treated well. I was not treated well. The truth is there was a lot of work that went into making me do it, or inducing me to do what I did. And I didn't see it. And I was overcome by ego. I was overcome by just petty greed. What? Not even, just stupid, absolutely stupid decision. And I, therefore, am a traitor. I am a traitor. And it happened in the blink of an eye. I exposed a lot of bad guys, and now I'm exposing myself. I'm exposing myself. Yep. And everyone out there, let this be a warning to you to not give in to darkness. Don't give in to darkness. Don't give in. And here's the thing, again. The big stuff that you do, it's easy to avoid that because you see it. But the little stuff, it just creeps up on you, and if you're not vigilant, and if you're not in a state of love, if you're not in a state of love and care, then you can make bad decisions. I'm not being told to say this. I'm doing it of my own free will. And I told a very good man, I told him that I would try to use this situation, and I would try to utilize it so that people may learn something about themselves. Yeah? I want them, I want to serve, I want my bad decisions to serve as a guide of what not to do. Am I one of them? Now I am. Now I'm one of them. Those people that I was so concerned with finding and rooting out, right? Because of the darkness. But that darkness, I didn't use it to see my own light. I just let the darkness consume me. And in the beginning, when I came out in the beginning, that was in a place of bravery and love. But then I became my anger at these people. My anger consumed me. And I didn't have a good grip on my anger. I just let it seep inside. Self-sabotage. Yeah, self-sabotage indeed. I have betrayed all of you. I've betrayed everybody. How bad is it on a scale of 1 to 10? I would say easy 10. Was it drug-induced? No, it wasn't drug-induced. It was ego-induced. And it was cynically induced. And it was a lot of things. And the truth is, I haven't been practicing self-care. I haven't been loving myself. I haven't been holding the light within me. Did I lie about Seth Green? No, Seth Green's a pedophile. Am I afraid of something? I should be, because bad things are coming my way. I can assure you of that. I'm not suicidal. Guys, it's so important. It's so important to take the time to find the light and stay in the light. Just like that, guys. It's just like that. A blink of an eye. You can do something so dumb and so stupid that it fucks you forever. Truth will set you free. The truth is, I did something so cynical and so petty and so selfish. So just stupid, guys. So dumb. And I could have avoided it very fucking easily. Very easily. But I didn't. And for that, I will pay. I apologize to everyone. I've betrayed you all. And no, I'm not a patriot. I was a patriot, but I'm not anymore. Temptation is a motherfucker. Temptation is a motherfucker, guys. Temptation is a motherfucker. And if it's something little, and you do it, and then don't think about the consequences and like who might be affected by your decision, then you're fucked. I'm doing it for the reason that, there's a lot of people who've done bad shit, and they just lie and avoid the bad shit. They don't want to fess up. They don't want to fess up. They don't want to tell the truth. But I came here to tell the truth. Am I in danger? Yeah, I am in danger, and it's all my fault. Doing this in a place of service, because when you want to serve others, you're in the light. But not serving others at the expense of your body, your integrity. Where we go one, we go all. Yep, and I decided to go a different direction. This fight is noble, and this fight is good, and this fight is very important. It was a very important thing to do. Very, very important. This isn't about the Illuminati, but yes, fuck the Illuminati. Anyone that hurts children can fuck off forever. That's just like unconscionable. But speaking of which, maybe you've hurt a child in a past life. The good guys win. Yeah, the good guys do win. Something is coming. There's a great light that is coming. So make sure that you are worthy of being in that light. Dimensional transition. Yeah. Mm-hmm. In a lot of ways, I think this is a mirror of an ancient story. Humanity is going to be fine. It's going to be fucking great. It's going to be awesome. And I hope to come back and join you someday. Guys, you're being tested right now. Everyone's being tested. And hopefully this message will get to you in a way that you can utilize it. Your loyalty is being tested. Your loyalty is being tested in a big way, folks. Darkness exists within, just as light exists within, okay? We all have the capacity for darkness and for light. You must choose the light. Choose the light. And it's every moment is a choice. Every moment is a choice to go to the dark or go to the light, right? And what you choose. Choose to be in the light. Was I tempted by someone I trusted? Yeah. It was pretty elaborate, to be honest. It was happening a lot, too, because there's fucking Illuminatis that were, like, trying to get at me, and just PTSD-ville, guys. PTSD in a fucking big way. But we choose to be in that stress. We choose to be traumatized by things that happen. Yeah? Focus on love, loving each other, loving yourself, and holding the light within. Have I been involved with children? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't hurt children. You stay in the light, and it's alright. I may have been MK Ultra. Yeah, well, I will tell you, there was some things that happened that were not normal, as far as like things playing in my head that came from outside. That happened. They're always there. It's true. Because, guys, once I found out about fucking Pizzagate, I was literally guys, I put thousands of hours into this. Thousands of hours. Like, easily thousands of hours. But what happened? I became so focused with the externalizations of evil that I did not find the evil within and focus on the light.
Hello! doesn't get out. That's right. They want the record deal. And they're paying a lot of people. Epstein's paying a lot of people. Oh boy. For one, he's got a whole Mossad media matrix in America. And I would bet you anything that Alex Jones is one of them. Prove me wrong. That's right. Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the building with songs about Epstein. It's Breakfast Jacket's Epstein edition. Guys, I had some epiphanies today. I had some real big epiphanies about some guys. A big network of guys and spies and lies and liars. Alright, think about this for a minute, okay? The guy in Portland, the scientist that just got busted for producing CP, that guy is 1 degree of separation away from Epstein. Epstein, the investor that lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. I know a guy who lives in West Palm Beach, Florida as well. Investor as well. Also involved as well. And all is not well with these guys. The Florida boys, the Glow boys, the Scott Israels of the world. You see, Epstein is Hillary Clinton. And Epstein is Haiti. And Epstein is a big network of media assets. By the way, did you know that Steve Bannon is going to that guy for money? Also Epstein is Epstein Oprah. Epstein is Chris Tucker. You remember him. Epstein is also Kevin Spacey. Epstein is also Prince Andrew. Epstein is also... Who else is Epstein? Who else is Epstein? Tell me. You guys know? Who else is Epstein? Is Epstein Big Pharma? Is Epstein Bryan Singer? Is Epstein Naomi Campbell? Yep, all of the above. All of the above. Who is Epstein? Epstein is the keystone of a whole motherfucking matrix. And once you pull it out, it all falls down. Dersh was there too. That's right, we're dropping red pills every day. Dropping red pills in the best kind of way. This is rackets and jackets for the denizens of Ireland. Now it's time to